My name is Marshall Knudson, and I teach in and help coordinate the certificate program in organizational culture and collaboration. I am a cultural and linguistic anthropologist, and I have a research background in the study of Native South American cultural revitalization and political activist organizations. But in the last several years, I have pivoted from full-time academic research to a career bridging university teaching and applied anthropology in the private sector. So, in addition to teaching at Penn, I'm currently a vice president at JP Morgan Chase on the tech side of the bank, where I had experience research for our commerce payments organization. My job at JP Morgan is as much focused on developing research insights that help drive innovation and products and customer experience as it is on influencing decision makers in the organization, securing their buy-in, and marshaling the resources to turn ideas into realities. So let me talk about our program a little bit. There are currently 4 courses in our certificate, although we're hoping to add more in the near future. I'll start with Introduction to Team Culture, which is taught by Derek Newberry, an anthropologist who works in the field of team culture consulting, where his group helps organizations of all kinds improve the performance of their teams by leveraging the insights of comparative anthropological research on what makes teams click. So his course helps students develop the skills to understand, first of all, what a healthy team culture looks like and doesn't look like, what types of ills teams are subject to, and how to remediate them from the inside, whether as a participant or as a leader. We also have a course on virtual collaboration, which is very exciting. This is taught by Jackie Candido, and it's a course very much centered on the needs of the modern organization, where technology has enabled very rapidly the distribution of work across time and space. As Deborah said, you might be working with someone across the globe nowadays in a typical organization. And it's also, as it's enabled this kind of distributed collaboration, technology has also created complex and unprecedented new challenges for collaboration. So this course helps students to contextualize the modern workplace and draw on some successful recipes for being great collaborators and leaders in managing collaboration within distributed teams. I teach a course called The Anthropology of Organizations, and this is where we take a very broad-based approach to the study of organizations of all kinds, whether they be for-profit, not-for-profit, governmental, and we draw on classic anthropological insights from across time and space to equip students with the concepts and the frameworks that you need to understand and critique organizations, articulate how they work, and how they could be improved. Okay, so this is something that really could benefit anyone in any kind of workplace setting where people have to collaborate to get things done. And the final course I would mention is called Building Influence Across Cultural Boundaries and Organizations. And this is headed by Mario Musa, who is an organizational anthropologist, consultant, and expert in the art of influence, persuasion, and negotiation. So in this course, he breaks down the difference between those 3 modes of impacting others' decisions, and he helps students own those skills, learning how to put them into practice wherever they are in their professional lives. Now, what I want to convey to students here about our certificate in organizational culture and collaboration is that our courses are designed to be applicable to anyone in a modern organization, whether that's a Fortune 500 company, government agency, a nonprofit, you name it. So also independent of one's role within an organization, the core concepts, frameworks, and strategies we teach help to equip students to successfully collaborate with others, to articulate organizational problems, to pinpoint opportunities for effective solutions, and to succeed as team members and leaders. And what I like to point out to students about the value of our program is that in the midst of rapid technological change, with the promise and the threat of AI impacting organizations small and large, what we teach will not go out of date. The research and knowledge base we draw on is human-centered. And guess what? As much as things change, humans remain fundamentally the same. No matter how much things shift within our organizations, there will always be a need to understand how to work with others to achieve desired outcomes, how to understand each other, persuade and influence one another, and align with one another to make critical decisions. In other words, the certificate provides a value that will not become obsolete as long as humans need to work together to get things done.